Hi everyone from a very, very windy Eastern Cape. I feel very windswept. Um, I've been asked a number of times in the last few days about what oils I take with me on holiday and what's in my holiday first aid kit. So I thought I'd actually just share it with you on this little video. I always take my top 10 oils and I take them in their bottles. I take them in a little carrier case and I use all of them. I see shadows joining us. So I start the day with lemon and warm water, a drop of lemon and warm water, and it just helps to detox. I find I drink more coffee and often have more wine and have different sort of food on holiday. And so the lemon helps me to detox during the day, and a drop of lemon and a G&T at night is also a nice twist to the G&T. So I find I use lemon. Peppermint I use for also a drop of peppermint in warm water. So I'll put the peppermint first and then the warm water after a big meal. It really is a great digestive. It helps me to feel more comfortable, not feel so full. It's also cooling. One can put a little spray bottle in the fridge to help cool if one's feeling a little bit sunburnt or sunstroked. I hope that will be the case. At this stage, it's very far from anyone getting sunstroke here. But it's good for headaches when one spent a lot of time on the beach, just using peppermint, a drop of peppermint or a peppermint roller. Then obviously lavender and tea tree are huge go-tos on holiday, and I will use them I always have my little bottle of coconut oil, and I will put a little bit of the coconut oil in my hand, a thicker coconut oil, and then have a drop of lavender and a drop of tea tree. So that's for any sunburn and for any sensitive skin after sun. And then we obviously make our Awi spray, which I take with us. As I've said before, our children hate the name Awi, so for us it's the skin spray or the wound spray. It's got the 10 drops of lavender, 10 drops tea tree, and 10 drops of frankincense. And if you've got helichrysum, you can add 5 to 10 drops of helichrysum. And this is amazing for sunburn, sunstroke, for grazes, for wounds, for roasties, anything like that, and even just uneven skin when one's getting irritable skin reactions. So those are huge go-tos, are the lavender and tea tree. And obviously tea tree for if one's getting a little sore on one's mouth or sore under the toes. It's very helpful just to put a little bit of tea tree directly onto the area. So we've got those. Then we've got oregano. So oregano is a very powerful immune supportive oil. It's going to be close to us this holiday. If anyone starts to show any signs of illness, putting it under their feet, putting it on their chest, it's extremely supportive. And it obviously goes in flume, which I'll talk a little bit about just now. Then obviously frankincense to help with sleep at night, putting a drop onto the palate for cellular regeneration, cellular support, also just boosting immunity, because at this time many of us are traveling to areas which might be more hotspots and we wanting to keep our immunity raised. And then the combination of lavender, lemon and peppermint is our sort of antihistamine allergy blend. So for those of you who struggle with the peppermint, the 3 of them together, with sinuses, with itchy eyes, some of us stay in thatched places or where there's different grasses and things like that, putting a drop of each with a little bit of coconut oil, rubbing them around the eyes, putting it on the back of the sinuses, or a drop in water, drop of each in a little bit of water, and drinking it down is very, very helpful when we are struggling with sensitivities to the area, like allergies in a new area. Then obviously Zengest is a big go-to. Often when we're traveling, food doesn't agree with us as much, so a drop of Zengest on the tummy, or making a roller, even putting a drop in water and drinking it if we've got something that's more severe is very helpful. Breathe for opening up the chest, for coughs, for again for people struggling with some seasonal allergies, so I'll use that. And then of course our precious On Guard, which is going with us everywhere at the moment. using that in our sanitizing spray. I still keep my On Guard sanitizer in my bag all the time. It's got 15 to 20 drops of On Guard, and slightly bigger bottles will have more, a little bit of coconut oil, and then topped up with water. And I use this on my hands all the time going in and out of shops. We really have to be careful not over sanitizing and stripping our body's own microbiome at the moment. So sanitize your trolleys with the alcohol-based sanitizers, but really encourage you to use this more frequently on your hands when you're going in and out of the shops. And then of course Deep Blue for those aches and pains, the bruises, the bumps, which are sure to come on holiday. There's always someone with a bump or a bruise or a sore joint. Believe me, as a physio, I know how many people injure themselves on holidays. So Deep Blue and our Deep Blue rub are really never far behind. So I think that covers the top 10 oils that I use. And then the other part of my first aid kit, as I mentioned, is the skin and wound spray, then the throat spray as well, which is 15 drops of On Guard, 5 drops of lemon, and 3 drops of tea tree. So this we're going to have many generations staying with us on holiday this time, and we'll use this very preventatively. So using this, spraying in the mouth to boost the immune system 2 to 3 times a day even, or if any of our, especially our older generation, have been out and about. So using the throat spray, and then also Flume, which we use at our first sign of any anything coming on. Frankincense, we'll put this on the cheat sheet: frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, and melaleuca or tea tree. It's the same oil, and we use this usually once we start feeling like we're getting sick. So we can use it on the front of our throat, underneath our feet, up and down the spine. But again, for our older generation, staying with the younger generation, we're going to be using this prophylactically as well, so using this at least twice a day. Then there are many other oils that I use and love, like Smart and Sassy, to just help stabilize blood sugar levels, stop with cravings, help to boost energy. The Terra Shield is great as a mosquito repellent. There's the lovely, obviously all the lovely holiday oils, which are nice just to have as a treat. But on my first aid kit, I think I've pretty much covered it. So I hope that that is helpful to you, and that I hope that you and your family have a blessed and happy and healthy holiday.